Welcome to Smirkwood, a forest teeming with monsters and magic. It is a misty spring morning, and somewhere, a bog crone is stretching itself awake and shambling out of its hovel, ready for a new day of transforming unsuspecting passersby into her favorite species of amphibian. But before we get there, we must stop, right at the tree line, in a settlement called Briar, in the laboratory of Lynn the Enchantress. Samant Ticks stands just outside Lynn's door, all 5'1" of her vibrating with determination. She tucks a wayward strand of her jet black hair behind her ear and opens the door, trying her best to seem casual.
Oh, hi Lynn, what
Turn around, Samant. I am in the middle of something.
Samant crosses the room to Lynn anyway. She peeks over Lynn's shoulder as the Enchantress continues to sprinkle ingredients into a glass jar.
You know you could really work on your customer service.
You are not a customer. You are here to try to convince me to give you magic lessons, as you always do. So you may leave.
You're not even...
I am in the middle of something. If you will not leave, then you must be quiet for a moment.
Is it finished?
Yes. However, you are still welcome to leave.
What does it do?
This one makes a fire burn cold.
Cool. See, if you taught me how, I could help you make stuff like that, and you wouldn't have to work so hard.
Lynn puts the newly made potion on a shelf with the rest of her wares, trying to think of a way to get this teenage girl to leave her alone. It's not that Lynn is mean. She just has a lot on her plate and is completely unequipped to deal with a kid this exuberant.
Samant, 5 months ago, I taught you how to make a lamp brighter. And you somehow used it to burn your brother's leg hair off.
Whoa, he already had weirdly smooth legs. I barely did anything.
You may leave.
I'll do chores. Maybe you want your weird fireplace cleaned?
My weird fireplace is not dirty.
Samant looks at the fire another moment and notices the flame is almost in the shape of a fox curled up to sleep, with its nose tucked under 4 flickering tails.
Your fire is in such a cool shape. How did you get it to do that?
You allow it to live with you rent-free for too long.
Whoa, it just made a bunch of smoke.
Is that all you wanted to speak about?
Just let me show you how responsible I am. What can I do?
Don't you have some kind of school? Why are you here, not there?
We're in the middle of nowhere. School is me, Rix, and 5 other kids meeting with the oldest man I've ever seen. And all he does is tell me to read a book anyway.
You still might learn more than you expect.
I'm tired of reading. I want to learn to do something. Can't you teach me? Please, I'm so bored.
If I give you something to do, and you can't do it, will you stop bothering me?
Yes!
Fine. Bring me a Newt of Nothingness by sundown today.
Woohoo! Newt of Nothingness. Yeah.
She might go looking in the forest and get herself killed.
The fire uncurls itself and stretches leisurely.
At least she'll come around less often.
Go after her, please. Or you can find some other way to pull your weight around here.
Free fire isn't good enough for you? Fine. I have other things to do in Smirkwood anyway.
We go now to the room of Rix, Samant's aforementioned younger brother, the one with the unnaturally smooth legs. The room is a small ecosystem of pocket-sized creatures, frogs, chipmunks, bugs, and the like living together, some in cages or bottles, other roaming free. At the moment, Rix has his attention on something that would look to you like a dragonfly.
Come on, eat the food.
Hey, are Mom and Dad home?
Yeah?
What are you doing with that goldfly? I thought you were only into magical creatures.
First, I am into all creatures. Second, goldflies are technically magical because of their unnatural ability to carry and consume food. Third, I read that if you feed enough bacon to a goldfly, it'll turn into a Pegasus.
Really? Because I read that if you feed enough bacon to a goldfly, it'll turn into a fatter goldfly.
Don't listen to her, Edwina. I think you're beautiful.
Whatever. Do you have any newts I can borrow? Or have?
Sure, I have some newts to spare. Any kind in particular?
A Newt of Nothingness. At least, I think that's what she said.
A Newt of Nothingness? Who asked you for a Newt of Nothingness?
Lynn the Enchantress. She finally caved and said she'd give me magic lessons if I brought her one. Why, is it like rare or something?
Not so much rare as pretty much impossible to get.
Huh. Is it possible that she gave me this task to get me to stop bugging her?
Probably. Did she say she'd give you magic lessons?
Not exactly. I guess I probably should have seen this coming. I have been really annoying lately. But I thought she'd give me a chance at least. Can you think of anywhere I could find one?
I mean, maybe Smirkwood? But even then, the problem is more about identifying one.
Okay. I can go to Smirkwood. That's not scary. So joke's on you, Lynn. I'm gonna get that Newt of Nothingness.
Sweet, I want to come.
No way, Mom and Dad would kill me if I brought you.
They'll kill you if you go at all.
Who's gonna tell them?
Not me. I mean, I would never, but you know Edwinga, she's such a gossip.
Fine, but we need to go right now. I only have until the end of the day.
Yes! Adventure! Okay, I'll just pack the essentials. Let's see. We'll need a net, my magical force field guide, a bestiary, and some rope, and a compass, and some bacon for snacks, and a lemon. Look how lumpy it is. And a Newt to keep the new Newt company on the way home. New Newt. And a wig.
That's enough stuff. Come on, let's go.
Wait, let me just grab.
I'm leaving.
Okay. Come on, Edwinga, let's go.
Mom, Dad, me and Rix are gonna hang out at the trading post.
Together? Okay, have fun.
When are you coming back?
Probably sometime after dinner.
Okay, just remember, you've got school bright and early.
Yep, okay, bye. Stop it, you're annoying me.
You're crabby.
I'm not crabby, I'm just focused. Something you might not know a lot about.
So, why do you want to learn magic so bad anyway?
Because it's cool, obviously.
Oh.
And I don't know. You know how Neil just started mining the river for elemental shards with his dad? And he used to be a ton of fun, but now he just sifts through sand all day. It's like, how can someone so cool have such a boring job? And it seems like every grown-up I know has a job, and they don't really like it. And I'm already so bored all the time. But when I grow up, I'll probably have to be even more bored. I thought maybe if I learned magic, I wouldn't have to do any of that.
That makes sense, I guess. As long as you don't try to burn my pants off again.
Yeah, I'm kind of sorry about that.
Thanks.
I can't risk Lynn hearing about something like that again.
Huh?
Nothing. So what is the Newt of Nothingness anyway?
It's a magical newt with no magical abilities.
Doesn't that just make it a normal newt?
No, because it's magical.
But then how do you tell the difference if it doesn't have any magical abilities?
I don't know.
Then how do we find one?
Beats me.
You were the one who said we needed to go to Smirkwood.
Yeah, it's a magical forest. There's probably a bunch here.
So what's the plan? Catch a newt and just hope it's a magical one?
Plan? I just wanted to come along into Smirkwood. You're the one who needs something.
I'm going to kill you.
Here, I brought my abridged bestiary. I bet it has something useful. Let's see. Knock Trap, Naiad, Nikamata, Neflyer. Ooh, that looks cool. A monster made of myths. Dog ear for later. Okay, Newt of Nothingness. A magical newt with no magical abilities.
Does it say how to tell when you found one?
Yes, so there's a bunch of potions you'd need one to make.
That must be why Lynn wants it.
Yeah, so you make a potion with it, and if it works, then that was a Newt of Nothingness.
What if it wasn't a Newt of Nothingness?
You die.
Got it. So we'll just have you drink it then.
Neflyer.
What? Why are you saying that?
Apparently, if you say Neflyer 7 times in an enchanted forest, it summons one.
Can you focus on what we're doing for 1 second?
Neflyer.
Cut that out. What if it actually does summon one?
Exactly. Wouldn't that be cool, Neflyer?
No, it's probably dangerous.
But it might be friendly. Neflyer. How many times have I said it now?
Enough times.
I can't remember. Netflyer.
An enormous cloud of mist suddenly appears in front of our siblings. As the mist dissipates, slowly they see, sleeping on its stomach, a small, almost perfectly cylindrical rodent made of puffy, slightly translucent cloud.
It worked!
Oh, what a perfect little loaf. Oh, are you waking up, cutie? Sorry we summoned you in the middle of a nap.
I hope we're not too far from your den, buddy.
Are all the monsters in here like this? This doesn't seem that bad. That was a little less cute.
Is it getting bigger? I think we lost it.
Rix, what were you thinking?
Sorry, I wanted to see if it would work.
Well, it worked. Don't purposely attract any other monsters, please.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try to remember that.
Thank you. Okay, back to the task at hand. Does the book say anything else about the Newt of Nothingness?
No, sorry.
So, just to recap, the only way to know if you have a Newt of Nothingness is after you've made a potion with it. And the consequence for getting it wrong is death.
That's right.
That is not great. I kind of wish we'd figured that out before we walked all the way out here.
Yes, I wish that too.
From the forest canopy above, a small, smug-looking fox with 4 tails drops in front of the siblings.
You were the fox in Lynn's fireplace. You look a little different when you're not on fire.
Yes, I expect that's true for most things. Children, it's time for you to turn around. As you've just figured out, there's no chance for you to get what you came here for. And it was reckless for you to enter Smirkwood alone in the first place. Don't you know people disappear in these woods all the time? This kind of stuff is why Lynn won't teach you magic.
Rix was the one who attracted the giant mist hamster.
It's your fault for bringing him here, big sis. Now go home before something else tries to eat you. You two are basically walking chicken nuggets to everything that lives here.
So Lynn never gave me a chance at all. This is impossible.
Not technically impossible, but certainly not worth trying.
This might be a rude question, but what are you?
Your worst nightmare. You do not want me to get started on you, hamster bait.
What's that sniffing sound?
Focus, you scatterbrained little pixie.
No, wait, I do hear something.
Our heroes see an enormous guinea pig-shaped cloud hovering 20 feet away.
It's the Netflyer. It found us.
Now I have to save you from this?
What's it sniffing for?
Oh, the bacon.
You've got to be kidding me. That's it. I'm getting rid of it and then taking you home.
Wait, if I do it, will you tell me how it's technically possible?
What? What?
It's getting closer.
For us to get the Newt of Nothingness, you said it wasn't technically impossible. So I want to hear how it's technically possible.
You know what? Sure. Yeah, I want to see how this plays out.
Awesome. Rix, give me the backpack.
Okay, hurry. Hey, what are you taking Eggwing out for?
Here you go, girl. Now go eat it somewhere else. I think they're gone. Ow!
You sacrificed my gulp fly.
I know, but at least we sent her off with the best meal of her life.
Maybe Netflyers don't eat flies and she'll survive and live a good life.
Okay, Fox, tell us.
You will address me as Nico, emblazoned Kitsune of the 4th Order.
Sure.
Alright. A Newt of Nothingness occurs when a magical creature is transformed into a Newt. They lose all their magical abilities, but they retain the magical attribute. The only way to know for sure is to witness a magical creature be transformed into a Newt.
So how often does that happen?
There's a bog crone that lives in the swamp east of here. She loves turning things into Newts. It's like her favorite thing.
Okay, so we just show up and watch to see if she transforms anything magical.
No, I'm taking you home. I said I would tell you how it might be possible, but it's still a long shot, and it's too dangerous for you to be out here. I don't want to be the one to tell Lynn that she'll have to be the one to tell your parents you were eaten or newtified or whatever. Now let's go. I have other things I need to do.
The siblings exchange a look. It's not often these two are in sync, but just now they have the same idea at the same time.
Oh, does Lynn have other chores for you to do?
Chores? Lynn isn't my boss.
So you're like her pet.
We are roommates.
It just seems like you do whatever she says, though.
A look of recognition, and dare I say it, respect, begins to cross his muzzle.
Look, it's adorable that you think you can get me mad enough to just leave you out here. Really, solid effort. But let me give you a tip. Don't try to trick a Kisune. That's our thing.
Worth a shot.
You kids aren't too bad. I'd be tempted to let you stay out here if you wouldn't die as soon as you came across a bunyip.
We have lemons if we run into a bunyip. Lumpy ones.
Well, a Sasquatch then.
I brought a wig.
A golem?
We could just run. Those things are super slow.
Okay, what about a dragon?
Dragons don't exist.
Okay, you might actually be okay out here. As long as you don't do anything to tick off the Leshy.
Yeah, I think we know better than to pick a fight with the guardian spirit of the forest.
You intentionally called the Nephlyer, so forgive me if I have my doubts. All right, I'll let you stay, but you need to stay far back from that crone, okay? She's crazy aggressive, and go home before the sun goes down.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm already regretting this.
The siblings follow Nico's directions to the swamp and find the bog crone's hovel. It looks like a hole in a huge stack of reeds. But there's something different in this place. The birds do not sing, the frogs do not croak. Not even a leaf rustles in the vicinity. Every creature, magical or not, has learned not to come too close. The bog crone stands outside her hovel. She might be 6 feet tall, but she's so hunched over it's more like 4.5. Somehow, that makes her more intimidating, like she's leaned in, perfectly attentive, ready to strike. She is covered head to foot in long, wiry gray hair. Every so often, she makes an eerie cackle that makes you think she knows more than she should.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Is she human?
No, crones are their own thing.
Okay, so we just wait for it to start turning things into newts? It's late in the afternoon. We need to get back home before the sun sets.
Do you want to just go up there and ask her?
Could that work?
No, the book says they're non-sentient. They kind of just cackle and turn things into amphibians or rodents.
Darn. Well, we can try and find a small, harmless magical creature and just, I don't know, throw it at her? I saw some flying squirrels on the way here.
Flying squirrels aren't magical.
What do you mean? They have to be magic. They can fly.
No, they just glide.
Huh, well, that's a letdown. Anything else?
Well, I brought a hedge monk.
Oh, is that the spiky chickmunk? That's perfect. It's already in a ball shape.
You can't just throw animals. It could hurt it.
I bet this thing falls out of a tree all the time. I'm not doing anything that nature hasn't done a few times.
No, it's my hedge monk.
Wait, do you hear the cackling?
No.
Shh, where did she go?
She's about to shoot a spell! Get behind the trees!
She can turn trees into newts!
Find something else to hide behind!
At this moment, Samant begins to understand why so many people have been calling her irresponsible.
That was close. Give me the bag.
Why?
I bet she'll stop chasing us if we hit her in the face with a hedgemunk.
No! Use something else!
Fine, I'll use the lemon.
Nice shot!
Thanks. Let's...
That doesn't sound good!
Run!
Duck!
This compass has a mirror on the back.
Don't throw the compass! We need to find home!
I'm not gonna throw it. I think mirrors reflect spells.
You think?
We have to try something.
Samant turns and holds out the back of the compass. The spell hits the exact center of the mirror and ricochets back directly towards the crone.
I can't believe that worked!
Samant stoops down and picks up what was the bog crone just a few moments ago, and now is a Newt of Nothingness.
We got it! We made it. Still a little while before sunset.
Hey, thanks for letting me come along. It was actually fun when we weren't almost getting changed into newts or eaten.
Yeah, we did almost die, didn't we? I'm starting to think that, I don't know, maybe my actions have consequences.
Huh? Something to think about.
Your obsession with animals came in handy, though. There's no way I could have done that without you.
Thanks. Your quick thinking was pretty impressive, too. I guess you're gonna start hanging out with Lynn a bunch since she'll be teaching you magic.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Well, here's the backpack. The Newt is inside. Good luck. See you at home.
Thanks. Wait, Rix! There's 2 Newts in here! Rix! Oh, I take back all the nice things I said about you.
Samant examines the newts, looking for any indication of which is which. They are identical. Even if she remembered what the Newt of Nothingness looked like, which she does not, she could not distinguish them.
Okay, Newties, I need some help here. Which one of you is the Newt of Nothingness? What am I gonna do? I'm so close.
Who is talking to themselves at my door?
It's me. I'm back with your Newt.
Yes, I was surprised to hear that you and your brother might have managed to get one. But not as surprised as I was to hear that Nico left you unattended.
I do what I want.
Silence! So, show me the Newt.
Sure. Let me get it here for you. Oh, by the way, can I ask what you're gonna use it for?
A healing potion. One of the druids has a sick child and the physician won't help her.
Oh, so something super important. Good.
Is there a problem?
Yes, I don't think I can give you what you need. I do have a Newt of Nothingness, but I put it in the same bag as a regular Newt. And now I don't know which one is which.
Why would you have a regular Newt in your bag?
Because Rix didn't want it to be lonely.
That is a shame. May I ask how you know one is a Newt of Nothingness?
From the bog crone, I used a mirror to reflect her spell back at her, and she transformed.
Whoa, you did what?
That was very dangerous. You could have been transformed yourself.
I know.
And you eliminated the only bog crone that's aggressively turned things into newts. That makes procuring Newts of Nothingness more difficult, and it was already nearly impossible.
I know.
And we cannot even use your Newt of Nothingness because you don't know which one it is.
I know.
Come back tomorrow morning, and we'll start working on fixing this.
Mm-hmm.
What? You're still gonna teach me?
Not exactly. You are going to help me fix the mess you just made. If you happen to learn some magic along the way, then lucky you. Your parents will be okay with you working with me?
Yes.
Don't get excited. You're in trouble.
You must do exactly as I say, and for goodness sake, use a little caution. We'll be going back into Smirkwood.
I will. I swear I will. Can I bring Rix?
Into Smirkwood? I think not. This is not a field trip.
Right. Yes, of course. He knows a lot about monsters, though, and I think he should be in trouble, too.
Very well.
Woo! See you tomorrow.
And that, dear listener, is where we will meet you next time on Smirkwood. This episode is dedicated to Todd Richards. I hope it had enough monsters in it for you, Dad. Samant was voiced by Sarah Deming. Rix was voiced by John Deming. Nico was voiced by Lincoln Gee. Lynn was voiced by Melanie Gee. It was written, directed, produced, and narrated by Carolyn Jensen, and she is really grateful for you for listening. Sound effects were provided by Freesound. A full list of sound effects contributors can be found in the description.